Let's look at using PolyNome to create a set list for a band. I have lots of presets in here which are the intro grooves to songs that I play in a band. So for example, Smooth Operator. So it's very useful to have a click that sounds like the groove that you're going to have to play. So the first thing I'm going to do is select all of these songs and I'm going to tag them, and this is just to make things easier in the future. So to tag them, click on Actions, Add Edit Tags, and we'll create a new tag called Band Songs. And you can add multiple tags to these if you like. And then we can filter by tag and filter on band songs, and that is all that we will see. Another thing you might notice with these is that they have song lengths associated with them. So to add a song length, tap on the preset you want to change the length for, click on Actions, Edit Bracketing /Song, and down here you'll want to make sure that the preset type is a song, and then you can click on the length and set the length to whatever the recorded length of the song is, and then hit Done. The reason for this you'll see in a second. So then we're going to go to the playlist manager, and I have already created an example setlist playlist. So I'm going to load that, and it's currently empty. So we want to add presets to this playlist. There are two ways to do that. You can click the plus button at the top and choose Add Presets to Playlist, and then you can click on the songs that you want to add. And you'll see as we add them, at the top it tells us we have 4 items and the total length is 17 minutes and 4 seconds. So this is really useful when you're trying to create a set list to fit a certain function length. For example, an hour and a half at a wedding. So that's one way of adding songs. And when you're done, you can click Done, and they are now added to the set list. Another way to add songs is from the presets page, click on the pencil icon and select the songs that you want to add. And you'll see at the bottom it tells you the combined length of these songs. And then in the Actions button, we can say Add Presets to Playlist, and we can add them to the current playlist. So those songs have now been added to the bottom of this playlist. If you want to change the order of songs or delete songs, click the pencil icon and you can use the handles to rearrange the songs. And if you want to remove a song, you can select it and then click the trash icon. So this is our set list. Now, since the tempos for these are already set, we probably don't need the tempo control on here. So I'm going to click and hold the play button and get rid of the tempo control. And then I'm going to add the previous next control. And finally, with the playlist controls at the bottom, I want to turn on Auto Advance, which means when a preset is finished, PolyNome will move on to the next one on the list. And I'm making sure that play when advancing is turned off. So we'll play the Smooth Operator. So you reach down, hit play, you get your count in, and you're playing the song, and PolyNome is already queued up on the next song. So all you have to do is reach down and hit play. A few other useful things. Let's say there's something you want to remember for a specific song. For example, in The Power of Love, perhaps you want to remember that the drums stop after the second chorus. You could click the gear icon, choose Override Note, tap on the note icon, and say drums stop after second chorus. Close that and hit Done. Now you'll notice that this I button has turned red. So that's because this preset has an overridden note. And if you tap it, it tells you what note you entered up here. So that can be really useful to give you tips throughout a gig. Finally, if you want to print this set list, you can choose PDF of playlist, which will give you a really good looking playlist to print out. You'll notice that Everybody Wants To has cut off the end of that so that things will fit nicely. You can change preferences for this on the Preferences page in the menu. At the bottom, there are PDF settings, and you can choose long title handling. You can shrink long lines. And then when you view the PDF of the playlist, the long lines will be shrunk to fit on, but everything else is nice and big. There are a few other settings in preferences, whether you want your setlist numbered, for example. And from here, you can AirPrint if you have an AirPrint printer, or you can email this setlist and then you could print it, or you could email it to bandmates. And you can also email the playlist as text. So that's how to create a setlist in PolyNome.